Hey everyone, welcome to Building Wealth Today TV. Today we're tackling a financial emergency affecting millions student loan collections. That's right folks, they're back after being paused. And if you're in default, you're not just facing wage garnishment, you could lose your tax refund, have your hard-earned Social Security income withheld, and take a major hit to your credit score. I've seen the devastating impact of student loans firsthand. It's like a runaway train, and it's time to get it back on track. This video is your step-by-step guide to understanding what's happening and how to fight back. We're going to arm you with the knowledge and tools to stop wage garnishment, protect your hard-earned money, and get back on the path to financial peace. So buckle up, get out your notepad, and let's dive in. Alright, so you've just received a notice of wage garnishment, or offset for your student loans. It's a scary piece of mail, no doubt about it. But don't panic, because you've got options. The first thing you need to know is you have 30 days to request a hearing. That's right, 30 days to fight back. This hearing is your chance to stand up and tell your side of the story. You can argue that you don't owe the debt, that it's the wrong amount, or that garnishment would cause you extreme financial hardship. Don't let this opportunity slip away. It's your right to be heard. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm not a lawyer. How can I argue my case? Don't you worry. We're going to walk you through it step by step. Just remember, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You have to be proactive and advocate for yourself. This hearing is your first line of defense. Let's talk about the first reason to request a hearing. You don't believe you owe the debt. Maybe you've already paid it off or there was a mistake in the paperwork. Whatever the reason, you have the right to dispute the debt and demand proof. Remember, the burden of proof is on them, not you. When you request a hearing, be prepared to present any evidence you have to support your claim. This could include old payment records, loan discharge papers, or any other documentation that proves you don't owe the debt. Gather up everything you've got and organize it neatly. Don't be intimidated by the process. Remember, you're not alone in this. Millions of Americans are facing student loan debt, and many have successfully challenged incorrect or fraudulent debts. You have the right to fight back and demand accountability. Okay, so maybe you acknowledge you owe some student loan debt, but the amount they're trying to garnish seems way off. You look at that number and it just doesn't add up. Well, that's another valid reason to request a hearing. You have every right to challenge the amount owed and demand a detailed explanation of how they arrived at that figure. When you request the hearing, be sure to specifically state that you're disputing the amount of the debt. They'll need to provide you with a complete breakdown of the principal, interest, fees, and any other charges that contributed to the total amount. This is where things can get tricky, so pay close attention. Don't be afraid to ask questions and demand clarification on anything that seems unclear or excessive. Remember, these loan servicers are notorious for adding on hidden fees and penalties. It's your money, and you have the right to know exactly where it's going. Now, if you're struggling to make ends meet and wage garnishment would push you over the edge financially, then you need to make that crystal clear in your hearing request. This is where you plead your case and explain why garnishment would create an undue hardship on you and your family. You need to lay it all out on the table. Your income, your rent or mortgage payments, the cost of putting food on the table, your transportation costs, child support obligations, medical expenses, everything. Don't hold back. Give them a clear picture of your financial situation. Remember, the goal here is to show them that garnishing your wages would make it impossible for you to meet your basic needs and could even lead to more debt and financial instability. When you request a hearing to fight wage garnishment, you're not just telling your story. You're building a case. And just like a lawyer in a courtroom, you need evidence to back up your claims. We're talking about documents that paint a clear picture of your financial situation and support your arguments. This means gathering pay stubs, bank statements, rent or mortgage agreements, utility bills, medical bills, anything that shows how much money is coming in and where it's going. Don't be shy about providing details. The more thorough you are, the stronger your case will be. Organize your documents neatly, make copies of everything, and send them certified mail so you have proof they were received. Remember, this hearing could be your one shot at stopping wage garnishment and getting your finances back on track. So, be prepared, be thorough, and be your own advocate. Let's talk about a powerful tool for getting back on track with your student loans and stopping wage garnishment loan rehabilitation. This is a one-time opportunity offered by the Department of Education to get your defaulted federal student loans out of default. Think of it as a second chance to make things right. Here's how it works. You agree to make 9 on-time affordable payments over a period of 10 months. These payments are determined based on your income and expenses, so they're designed to be manageable. Once you've successfully made those 9 payments, your loans are considered rehabilitated. But here's the best part. Once your loans are rehabilitated, the default status is removed from your credit report. That's right. It's like it never even happened. This not only stops wage garnishment, but also prevents future offsets of your tax refunds and Social Security benefits. It's a chance to hit the reset button on your student loans. Benefits of loan rehabilitation. Now let's talk about the amazing benefits of loan rehabilitation. First and foremost, it stops wage garnishment dead in its tracks. That's right, no more having your hard-earned money snatched away before you even see it. You get to keep more of what you earn and finally start getting ahead financially. But it doesn't stop there. Loan rehabilitation also removes the default status from your credit report. This is huge. A default can stay on your credit report for up to 7 years, dragging down your credit score and making it difficult to rent an apartment, buy a car, or even get a job. Rehabilitation wipes the slate clean, giving you a fresh start. And if that weren't enough, loan rehabilitation can make you eligible for federal student aid again. That's right, you could go back to school, finish your degree, and increase your earning potential. It's like hitting the restart button on your education and your financial future. Let me tell you about Mark, a hard-working guy who found himself drowning in student loan debt. He was facing wage garnishment, his credit score was shot, and he felt like he was stuck in a financial black hole. But Mark decided to take control of his situation. He contacted his loan servicer and enrolled in the loan rehabilitation program. Mark worked with his loan servicer to establish a payment plan he could afford, and he made sure those payments were on time. Every time. It wasn't easy, but he was determined to turn things around. And guess what? It worked. After making 9 on-time payments, his loans were rehabilitated. The wage garnishment stopped, the default came off his credit report, and he was even able to go back to school and finish the degree he'd always dreamed of. Today, Mark is debt-free, he's got a great job, and he's finally living the life he always wanted. Loan rehabilitation gave him a second chance, and he grabbed it with both hands. Now I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but how do I actually rehabilitate my loans? Well, the first step is to contact your loan holder or the agency that's collecting on your defaulted loan. They'll walk you through the process and help you determine your eligibility. Keep in mind you'll need to provide them with some financial information, such as your income and expenses, so they can calculate a monthly payment amount that's affordable for you. Don't be afraid to negotiate and ask for a payment you can realistically manage. Remember, the goal is to get your loans back on track. Once you've agreed on a payment plan, it's crucial that you make those payments on time every single month. Mark your calendar, set up automatic payments, do whatever it takes to avoid missing a payment. Remember, you only get one shot at loan rehabilitation, so make it count. All right, folks, let's talk about another powerful tool to fight back against student loan wage garnishment: loan consolidation. Now, this isn't about consolidating your debt like you would with credit cards. This is specific to federal student loans. Think of it like this. You're taking all those old defaulted loans, those loans that are causing you stress and sleepless nights, and bundling them up into one brand new loan. This new loan, it comes with a fresh start. You're no longer in default the moment you consolidate. It's like hitting the reset button on your student loans. But here's the catch, and it's a catch you're going to love. When you consolidate, you have to agree to an income-driven repayment plan. We'll talk more about those later, but the gist is this. Your monthly payments are going to be based on how much you earn, not some crazy amount that the government thinks you should be paying. So you're getting a fresh start, you're out of default, and you're on a payment plan that actually works with your budget. That's the power of loan consolidation, folks. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true. But let me tell you, this is the real deal. I've seen it work time and time again. Angela from Detroit was drowning in student loan debt. She had multiple loans, all in default, and the government was taking a big chunk of her paycheck every month. She was at her wit's end, ready to give up. But then, she discovered loan consolidation. She consolidated her loans, got on an income-driven repayment plan, and guess what? Her new monthly payment? Just $35 a month. That's less than $1 a day. And the best part? No more wage garnishment, no more fear of those dreaded offset notices. Angela was finally able to breathe again, and it's all thanks to loan consolidation. Now let's talk a little bit more about those income-driven repayment plans, because they're a key part of the loan consolidation process. These plans are designed to make your student loan payments affordable. We're talking about plans with names like Save, Pay, and IDR. The beauty of these plans is that your monthly payment is calculated based on your income and family size. So if you're just starting out, or if you're going through a rough patch, your payments will be lower. And in some cases, your payments could even be as low as $0. That's right, folks, $0 a month. And here's the kicker. After you've made payments for a certain number of years, usually 20 to 25 years depending on the plan, any remaining balance on your loan is forgiven. Forgiven. It's like it never even existed. So not only are you getting your wages back with consolidation, but you're also setting yourself up for a debt-free future. All right, folks, let's talk about income-driven repayment plans, or IDRs for short. These plans are designed to help you manage your student loan payments when you're on a tight budget. We're talking about getting your monthly payments down to something manageable, something that won't keep you up at night. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this too good to be true? Listen, these plans are designed to help you get back on your feet, to stop that garnishment in its tracks, and to start building a future. They're not a free pass, but they're a lifeline when you need it most. With an IDR, your monthly payment is based on your income and family size. That means if your income is low, your payments could be low too. We're talking about payments as low as $0 in some cases. That's right, $0 a month. But what about forgiveness? Well, with most IDR plans, any remaining balance is forgiven after 20 to 25 years of on-time payments. Listen, I know that's a long time, but it's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a chance to finally be free from those student loans. Now let's break down the different types of IDR plans you've got. We're talking about plans like Save, Pay, IDR, and Repay. Each one has its own set of rules and eligibility requirements, so it's important to do your homework and figure out which one fits your situation best. The Save plan, or Saving on a Valuable Education plan, is the newest IDR plan. It generally offers the lowest monthly payments and may even provide a $0 payment for some borrowers. That's right, you heard me correctly. $0 a month. Then you got your payee plan, or pay as you earn. This plan caps your monthly payments at 10% of your discretionary income, which is generally lower than your total income. It's a good option if you have a lot of debt compared to your income. And don't forget about the IDR plan, or income-based repayment. This plan caps your monthly payments at 10% or 15% of your discretionary income, depending on when you took out your loans. It's been around for a while and has helped a lot of people get back on their feet. Listen, folks, dealing with student loan debt, especially when you're facing wage garnishment, can be overwhelming. It's a maze of paperwork, deadlines, and confusing terminology. But here's the good news. You don't have to navigate this alone. That's where the Default Resolution Group comes in. These folks are like the Navy SEALs of student loan help. They're trained to deal with the toughest situations, and they're there to help you get back on track. Whether you're facing wage garnishment, tax refund offset, or you're just feeling lost and confused, the Default Resolution Group can help. They'll work with you to understand your options, explore solutions like loan rehabilitation or consolidation, and get you back on the path to financial freedom. Remember, folks, you're not alone in this. Millions of Americans are struggling with student loan debt, and the Default Resolution Group has helped countless people just like you. So don't hesitate, reach out to them today. Now, getting in touch with the Default Resolution Group is easier than you might think. You can pick up the phone and give them a call at 1-800-621-3115. That's right, a real live person who actually wants to help you. Or, if you prefer the digital route, you can visit their website at myadebt.ed.gov. They've got a ton of resources available online, including information about different repayment options, loan consolidation, and even how to rehabilitate your loans. And listen, I know some folks might be hesitant to reach out for help. You might be embarrassed about your situation, or you might think you can handle it on your own. But trust me, reaching out for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. The Default Resolution Group has heard it all, and they're not there to judge you. They're there to help you find a solution that works for your unique situation. So take that first step and reach out to them today. Now, once you get in touch with the Default Resolution Group, you'll speak with a representative who's trained to help you navigate the often confusing world of student loans. They'll listen to your situation, answer your questions, and help you understand your options. They might ask you about your income, your expenses, and your overall financial situation. Don't be afraid to be open and honest with them. The more information they have, the better they can assist you. They'll walk you through the different options available to you, like loan rehabilitation, consolidation, or income-driven repayment plans. They'll explain the pros and cons of each option and help you choose the one that best fits your needs. Remember, folks, the Default Resolution Group is on your side. They're there to help you find a solution that gets you back on track and puts you in control of your financial future. Now, once you've spoken with the Default Resolution Group and you've chosen a course of action, it's time to take action. Don't just sit on your hands, folks. Procrastination will only make things worse. If you're applying for loan rehabilitation, for example, make sure you gather all the necessary documentation and submit your application on time. The sooner you take action, the sooner you can stop that wage garnishment and start rebuilding your credit. And listen, I know dealing with bureaucracy can be a real pain, but stick with it. Follow up with the Default Resolution Group, make sure your paperwork is in order, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Remember, you're fighting for your financial future here. Don't let a little bit of paperwork stand in your way. Be persistent, be proactive, and don't give up until you've resolved your student loan issues. Listen, folks, Dealing with student loan debt and wage garnishment can be incredibly stressful. It can feel like you're drowning in debt, and it can be tough to see a way out. But I'm here to tell you that there is hope. By reaching out to the Default Resolution Group, you're taking a huge step towards regaining control of your finances. They can help you explore your options, find a solution that works for you, and get you back on the path to financial freedom. Remember, you're not alone in this. Millions of Americans are facing similar challenges, and there are resources available to help you. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't give up on your financial future. All right, folks, let's recap. We've covered a lot of ground today, but here's the bottom line. You can stop wage garnishment, tax refund seizure, and Social Security offsets caused by those pesky student loans. It's not a walk in the park, but it is possible. Remember those tools we talked about? Loan rehabilitation, consolidation, and those income-driven repayment plans? These are your weapons in the fight against wage garnishment. They can help you get back on track, make those monthly payments more manageable, and protect your hard-earned money. But here's the catch. You must act fast. Don't wait until the debt collectors are knocking at your door. As soon as you get that notice of wage garnishment, you've got 30 days to make your move. That's right, just 30 days to stand up and say, "Not today, Uncle Sam." If this video helped you even a little bit, and I know it has, hit that like button and subscribe to Building Wealth Today TV. And hey, share this video with a friend who's struggling with student loan debt. Let's spread the word and help each other climb out of this mess. Remember, we're all in this together. Let's protect our paychecks and build wealth together the right way.